evening. I'm Dash, Rick Dash, and this is Rick Dash Presents. This particular program is more of a variety program. We got some great comedians here tonight. We have some musical talent also lined up on this, so we'll be right back. And welcome back. Our next guest is a great comedian, Mr. Will Thomas. How you doing today, bro?
Doing well, man. How you doing?
Fantastic. Thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for having me.
Tell me a little bit about yourself.
All right. I'm originally from D.C. and now I live up in the Hartford, Connecticut area, which is like nothing but a bunch of white people, but it's all good. You know, it's white people are friends too.
There you go. There you go.
But no, I'm married. I've been married for about 10 years now, and everybody always asks me, "How'd you end up in Connecticut? What the hell's in Connecticut?" I'm like, I was chasing a woman. I caught her. So.
Fantastic! Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, what got you into comedy, man?
So when I was little, I used to listen to a lot of Bill Cosby albums. My grandmother had a whole bunch of Bill Cosby albums, and I like knew them like backwards and forwards. And you know, so he's definitely one of the biggest influences. Also liked Richard Pryor too, but you know, I couldn't repeat any of that stuff.
Right.
You know, so it was just one of those things where, you know, watching that, or I mean, listening to that, I always wanted to try to imitate that kind of entertainment, that form of entertainment. But I never actually did anything until probably about 10 years ago. I just took a stab at it. It was a friend of mine was like, hey, you know, I was living in Brooklyn at the time, and a friend of mine told me about this class you could take. You know, you could write your own jokes and get up every week, and you get critiqued by somebody, and then at the end of the class you get a show. So I did the class with him, and we got a show at Caroline's, and I didn't do it again for 10 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had a good show, but you know, I just never did it again. So.
Do you remember your first performance?
Yeah. I had a pretty good set. I was talking about catching a cab in New York, being a black man catching a cab in New York, and how the cab is like riding a roller coaster in New York, because you know it's really. I don't know if you've ever been to New York and caught a cab.
Been in New York. Trying to catch a cab. Yeah, been there.
You know, it's an amazing feat to try to be a black man and catch a cab. You know, you have a better chance of getting shot and killed by the cops than you catching a cab. But you know,
fantastic. So, who are some of your influences?
Other than, like I said, Cosby and Pryor, you know, I liked George Carlin. Also like some of the guys out, you know, guys out now, like Kevin Hart's. You know, I like watching him a lot. You know, just basically in any of the you know, big comics you can think of. Like Chris Tucker, I like watching some of his stuff. Although you know, actually he's on tour now, so I get to see. I'm going to go see him in October.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So have you traveled nationally around to do comedy, or?
I've traveled nationally, but not to do comedy.
Okay.
So.
I got you.
No, I do, most of the stuff I do is up in the Hartford area or down in New York. You know, I've done a couple of shows in different comedy clubs in New York, but I tend to stay local right now, because this is, you know, right now it's kind of like a part-time thing for me. I'd like to flip it, but you know, got to pay the bills.
Oh, absolutely.
You know how it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. Fantastic. So you're going to perform in just a few minutes here, right?
Yeah, that's what they tell me. You know, we'll see what happens.
You're looking forward to it, huh?
Yeah, it should be fun.
Okay, well, fantastic. So we're going to be right back. And thanks for having me. Yeah, thanks.
What's up, y'all? My name is Will Thomas, and I'm gonna make this quick because I ain't got much time. I only got a 5-minute furlough. My wife, she let me come out and play, but she made me wear this monitoring device on my finger. I hate this thing, man, because every time I try to talk to a hot chick, it makes my cell phone call my wife so she can join the conversation. I mean, I swear, one time I was walking down the street, and I was like the only person on the block, nobody else in sight. And this stupid thing called my wife. I was like, what? She answered, it was like, oh, the woman is 2 blocks away on the other side of the street, and you bet not cross the street. It's ridiculous, man. Nah, but you know, I love my wife, man. You know, I'm like in the 10th year of a life sentence that I actually volunteered for. Yeah, I even threw a big party and invited a bunch of people to come witness my impending incarceration. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I love my wife, but, you know, and I would take marriage over dating most of the time. But that's because I know what I got, right? You know, when you're dating, you never know what you're gonna get, right? And every time I say this to my single friends, they're always like, man, please, I don't know how you do it. I couldn't come home to the same woman every day. And I'm like, all right, you're gonna mess around and irritate the wrong woman in your search for variety and find yourself on a bad end of an episode of Snapped. Yo, fellas, if y'all have never seen this show, Snapped, you need to watch it. Just turn on the Oxygen channel, man. It'll be on. For some reason, it's always on. Yo, so Snapped is a documentary show about women that have killed their man, right? Not like their boyfriend or their husband, whatever, somebody they're cheating with. But here's the kicker, right? Because they narrate it and they tell you everything that she did, how she plotted it, how she executed, how she got caught. So if you think about it, it really plays like a how to kill your man and get away with it manual. Because all women got to do is cut out the last step and they're free. Man, I was like, it's ridiculous, because the scariest thing about the show is that my wife is obsessed with it. Like, she's always watching the show. So I'm like our DVR is like always full of episodes that she's already seen, and she won't let me delete them. So I started watching them because I wanted to see what she was learning. I stopped eating her food because I don't trust her now, man. It's ridiculous, man. Man, but you know, seriously, I would still take marriage over dating because, like I said, with dating, you never know what you're going to get. And the reason is because, like, for the first, 3 to 6 months of a relationship, nobody tells the truth. Everybody's lying. Everybody's like a used car salesman trying to pass a Fiat off as a Ferrari, right? You know your product is flawed, so what do? You wear nice clothes and you're on good behavior and you wear cologne or whatever, but that doesn't last forever. The real person eventually comes out and you're stuck with this person, right? So the way I see it, there's the only difference between dating and a used car is that with dating, there's no warranties in dating, right? Like, guys, you can't take your girl back to Girls R Us and be like, yeah, I think something's wrong with this thing. I just got it like 45 days ago and it still hasn't put out. It's starting to nag me already. It talks nonstop during the game. It wasn't supposed to do that till after 180 days, man. What's up? Can I get my money back? The guy comes up, like, well, let me see. Do you have your receipt? Oh, I see here. You got the always a bridesmaid model. Yeah, this one runs on an accelerated nagging schedule. Marital pressure usually begins within the first 30 days. Perhaps you'd be happier with our Ever Ready model. It never has a headache, usually puts off within the first 72 hours, and won't ever ask you any stupid questions like, what she got that I don't have? Man. But anyway, that's it for me, man. My name's Will Thomas. Thanks for coming out.